What's up, Dog Pound? And welcome to the 2022 Record Predictions. Joining me for this is diehard Browns fan and Cleveland sports content creator, my good friend, Krazy Dawg.
What's going on, everybody? Yeah, you heard my guy Josh. I pretty much do anything regarding my squads. I stream Browns, Cavs, Buckeyes, Blue Jackets even. Every once in a while, like when I'm really bored. But yeah, I pretty much stream all my teams. I make videos and all that great stuff.
All right, go subscribe to Krazy Dawg. He's got you covered for Cleveland sports. Thank you for joining me, man. Krazy Dawg, talking Browns, man. We got to start off with the offseason that you guys just had and Deshaun Watson. You guys went out and traded for him, gave up 3 firsts, a third, and 2 fourths. My goodness, man. Tell me about it.
Well, pretty much like when I heard we're interested in him, part of me was thinking, okay, if we get him, then a lot of the league is going to look at us like the bad guy, like, oh my God, I can't believe they're going to trade for a quarterback who's got 24 at the time accusations against him.
Jeez.
Like, wow, Jimmy Haslam's really just not that good of a human being. And then I heard that it's like, oh yeah, the Guardians. Wow. But I heard the Browns were out of the running. And I'm thinking, okay, that's not too bad. Jimmy G's out there. There's like Mariota. There's some other good backup options. And then out of nowhere, boom, the new kids. Deshaun Watson chose the Cleveland Browns.
Do you think this was a bad move for you guys to go and give up all that for Deshaun Watson, who probably won't play this year, more than likely, and possible won't play ever?
I mean, it was definitely a huge risk, considering we just gave the dude $230 million fully guaranteed, and it's like the Browns knew he was probably going to get suspended because they only had him like $1 million to cost this year. Like, he won't cost us anything if he gets suspended. Like, we're not going to be penalized really that bad, and that's another thing that got fans of other teams mad at us because look at all the other contracts being dished out right now. It's all because of Deshaun. Kyler Murray, because of Deshaun. Lamar Jackson's over there like, okay, that's just more money for me.
For sure.
Yeah, Herbert, Lamar, all these other quarterbacks, they're going to get money, and they can thank Deshaun.
I mean,
because they're going to be going to their agents.
Yeah, people are going to look at this, man, and say, if he doesn't play ever for you guys, it's the worst NFL contract ever given out. The worst risk ever taken on a player, or at least right up there. But so you guys traded for Deshaun Watson, and then you traded away Baker Mayfield, who was your guy, to the Carolina Panthers. Do you guys think y'all did him dirty?
I mean, to a point, because I mean, if you're Baker, you coming off a major shoulder injury, in your mind, you're the quarterback of the Browns, this upcoming season, and then all of a sudden, because he always said like, oh yeah, they didn't tell me that they were going to go after another quarterback. But in your mind, if you're a team in the Super Bowl hunt, I've always said this. It's like if you're a team in the Super Bowl hunt, mediocrity is not going to work. And if you watched Baker last year, he was the definition of mediocrity. We had, I believe it was 5 or 6 games that were within a touchdown at the end. We had the ball. Baker couldn't take us down and win any of those games.
But one thing he did give you guys was his heart and soul, man. I mean, that dude put his body on the line. He put everything that he had out there on that field. And I think that gained a lot of respect from a lot of fans, not just maybe in Cleveland, but across the league. And I know for myself, I really like Baker Mayfield a whole lot. I know he definitely has his knocks to his game, but I'll be rooting for him over there in Carolina. And I kind of felt, just outside of the fan base, I kind of felt like you guys maybe did do him a bit dirty because of what he guys gave to y'all. But I understand you guys are trying to take a risk here. You go out and get Deshaun Watson and hope everything just pans out, and then he ends up playing for you guys. Because when you look at this roster, you got a very good offensive line, damn good offensive line. You guys made some pretty good moves there. You went out and got Amari Cooper. You had the best running game in the NFL with Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt and Dearness Johnson. Your defense is there. And your secondary has been incredible. So, I mean, you definitely got a lot going for yourselves. It's just that your quarterback. I mean, and if Deshaun Watson is not playing, who's going to be the guy, Krazy?
It's going to be Jacoby Brissett. And then what also tells me that they don't think Deshaun's going to be suspended that long is they went out and they actually signed Josh Rosen, which is actually funny because, as you know, he was taken, what pick did the Cardinals have in 2018? I literally forgot.
I'm not sure.
I know they have. I think they had like top 10 picks. So Josh Rosen famously said, "Oh yeah, all those guys ahead of me, they're all mistake picks. I'm the guy." Well, yeah. What happened literally the next year? Oh yeah, the Cardinals took Kyler Murray, who is now a very, very rich man. And now here's Josh Rosen. He's on the Browns now. He'll probably be the backup for Jacoby. Some Browns fans are panicking, thinking, "Oh my God, is he going to start?" It's like, no, he's not going to start. He's just going to be insurance behind Jacoby, so we don't have to see freaking Josh Dobbs.
No, yeah,
that would be the nightmare scenario.
But the Cleveland Browns, they're going to be in a pretty tough AFC North. Bengals, they went to the Super Bowl last year. The Baltimore Ravens, they're back now, probably going to be healthier than they were last year. And the AFC in general, it's just going to be absolutely tough. So, folks, as you guys see down below, you see the schedule for the Cleveland Browns, weeks 1 through 18. Me and Krazy Dawg, we're going to go from week 1 all the way through 18, and we're going to give you what we think our record prediction is going to be for the Browns. Let us know what you guys think in the comment section down below. What's your record? What are your takes? Do you guys think Baker Mayfield was done dirty? I want to hear from y'all Browns fans, and what do you think about the Deshaun Watson move that y'all made? And do you think he's going to play? But, all right, let's see how this thing plays out, Krazy Dawg. You ready?
Mm-hmm. I'm ready.
All right, let's start off with week number 1. This is incredible. I mean, the Browns on the road against Baker Mayfield and the Carolina Panthers. Who you got?
I mean, you really couldn't write a story better than this. I mean, you got Baker, who was just traded from us, facing us week 1. We're going to Carolina. I know a lot of people are going to say, "Oh, yeah, Baker's going to want revenge," but take it from a guy who's seen him play the last 4 years. I mean, yeah, he's a good quarterback, but I mean, you're going to be going up against Clowney, Myles Garrett, and our secondary, who honestly probably gave him hell of fits in camp season and stuff last year. So we know him very well, and he kind of knows us. But, I think we're going to go in there. We'll see who plays at quarterback. If it's Jacoby, I think Stefanski and company are going to have a great game plan. Our defense is going to have their noses to the ground, ears pinned back, and they're going to be going after Baker, making his life miserable. I think we get the win.
Okay. I'm going to say the Carolina Panthers get the win as well because there's just – I mean, look, Cleveland could absolutely win this game too. Like I said, your defense is damn good. Last year, you were 5th against the pass. Your secondary is going to be one of the top talented this year. Your top 5 in total defense allowed last year. So this could go either way, but I'm going to go Baker Mayfield. I think he's just really going to want some revenge and get that dub week 1. Heading into week number 2, the Cleveland Browns, home opener in the Dog Pound against the New York Jets. I'm going to roll with your Browns on this one, Krazy Dawg.
Yeah, I mean, the Jets got a nice team. They're looking good. But home opener, probably no Deshaun. I mean, if he somehow finesses his way out of no suspension, I mean, I got Browns by a lot. But if it's Jacoby, I still like us in a home opener. I think, again, defense will probably hold it down, get after Zach Wilson, and I think Jacoby will do just enough to help us win. Because
and then
we still have a great running game and stuff.
Now, I'll say this about the New York Jets. They have a pretty damn good squad, and they're heading in the right direction. But I'll go Cleveland right here. Heading into week number 3, this is a Thursday night football game. Browns hosting the division rival, Pittsburgh Steelers. Who we got?
Well, short week. I got the Browns getting the win. Usually the team at home usually wins those Thursday night games. And I like my squad at home.
All right, I'm going to go with the Pittsburgh Steelers getting this win right here on the road. Call it maybe a little bit of an upset right here. Trubisky probably going to be under center right there. That good defense Could go either way, but I'm going to go Pittsburgh. Week number 4 on the road against the Atlanta Falcons. Dude, the Falcons suck this year. My God. Y'all going to win this one, right?
This could possibly be the last game without Deshaun. I mean, even if we could probably have freaking Josh Rosen playing this game, we'd probably still win. Like, I'm not scared of the Falcons. They have some good pieces, but I'm not scared of them. Browns go into the Georgia Dome. That's where Nick Chubb used to run rampant in Georgia. I think he runs rampant against that Falcon defense.
Oh, that defense is
he rolled big.
So you're going with Cleveland?
Yeah, I'm
going to go with Cleveland, too. Week number 5 at home against the Los Angeles Chargers. Yeah, I'm going Chargers, dude.
I mean, I would love to pick my team, but this could be the first game with Deshaun if he gets a 4-game suspension.
Yeah.
I mean, if he does play, I feel like the energy is going to be high. I think it might take a little bit for us to really gel, in the regular season environment. I unfortunately have the Chargers winning this game. Justin Herbert is him. He is that dude. That team is really good. Yeah, unfortunately, we haven't been able to beat the Chargers recently. So I got the Chargers winning. So, yeah.
Week number 6 at home against the New England Patriots. Who do you have?
Well, considering what happened last year with Baker, I think we beat him barely at home. I think it could come down to our new kicker, Cade York. I've seen videos of him. He looks good. I think it'll come down to maybe a field goal. And I think the Browns escape with a very close win.
Yeah, this one was tough for me to call because New England, I feel like they took a bit of a step back in the offseason. And Cleveland could definitely win this game, but I'm going to go New England right here on the road, week 6. Week 7, Baltimore Ravens, another division rivalry game at home, hosting your Cleveland Browns. Who do you have?
Well, I looked at my schedule earlier, and I have a splitting. So I think the Ravens are going to take us in their house. I think they beat us, but I think we'll get them back at home in our place.
All right, I'm going with the Baltimore Ravens here as well. Week number 8. This is Monday Night Football. Browns taking on the Bengals, the defending AFC champions. Who are you going with?
Well, in my eyes, until they beat us, I'm going to have us beating the crap out of the Bengals because,
wow.
I mean, we beat them with Baker Mayfield with a bad shoulder.
Yeah?
What makes you think they're going to beat us with one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, Deshaun Watson?
If he's
with a couple
playing.
of weeks under his belt.
Yeah, if he's playing. But even if Deshaun Watson is playing, it is going to be a tough game. They have arguably the best wide receiving core in the NFL going into this year. They beefed up their offensive line. They're going to do a much better job protecting Joe Burrow than they were able to do last year, and they went to the Super Bowl. And their defense is pretty decent. Yeah, I know you guys have their number, but I agree. I'm going to go with Cleveland right here at home against the Bengals.
Yeah, my eyes, until they beat us, I
yeah.
I have no reason to think they can right now.
I'll go with this one. I think it's going to be a really interesting game. And I'll be streaming that one as well. And I'm pretty sure, Krazy Dawg, you'll be streaming that one?
Most likely, yeah.
Week number 9 is a bye week. So, pretty good bye week here in the middle of the season. Coming off of that, week 10 on the road against the Miami Dolphins. Who wins?
Well, I've always heard people talking about how, you don't want to go to Miami, early in the year. I think we'll be going to Miami at the right time, November. It shouldn't be as hot. I mean, a lot of our guys have played in the heat before. I mean, no one's that much of a wimp, in this day and age where it's like, oh my God, it's the heat. Oh, I can't play. No, I think we got this one. I think we're going to beat the Dolphins. I think they'll keep it close, but I got us getting the dub in South Beach.
This will be a good matchup as far as their wide receiving core against your secondary. And I'm going to go with Miami winning this one because their defense is pretty damn good too, especially in their secondary. So I think they get the job done on South Beach. Week 11 on the road against the Buffalo Bills, who are going to be a top 5 team on both sides of the ball this year, more than likely. Who you got?
I see this game as a litmus test for us.
Really?
But, we're on the road, and they're very good. And for all we know, Buffalo, New York, it snows a lot. I mean, I would love to see us go into Buffalo and get a win, but Buffalo is very good, and I don't know if we're on their level yet. Unfortunately, I have us losing to Buffalo.
Yeah, I think they're going to be winning this game. Buffalo is just too good of a team, especially at home. Give me Buff. Week number 12, at home against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tom Brady coming to town. Does he get a win?
I would love to beat Tom Brady in possibly his final, ever game in Cleveland. But can we get to Tom Brady? Because we all know Tom Brady gets that ball out at a wickedly fast pace. If Miles can't get to him and if Clowney can't get to him, that puts a lot of pressure on our secondary, and I just don't know if we can. I mean, I would love to say we beat Tom Brady, but unfortunately, again, I have us losing, and this would be the big adversity test of our team. He lost 2 straight. How do you come back from that?
I mean, Cleveland, you guys can't get to the quarterback, and that's how you beat Tom Brady. You fluster him, and he's going to make mistakes just like anybody else. But Tampa Bay, again, just too good of a team. Offensively, defensively for you guys, they get the win here in the dog pound. Week 13. Okay, this is an easier matchup. On the road against the Houston Texans. Another one of the worst rosters going into this season. They're in the rebuild. You guys just traded for their quarterback. What do you got?
I think that environment's going to be as lit as it's probably ever been.
Especially
maybe
Deshaun
besides
Watson's
the Texans playoff game. I mean, Deshaun returning to the place that he, called home for so many years. And I think it'll be a fire environment, but I think Deshaun Watson's going to have a little something for the Texans. And I think he goes in there on a mission and he helps us get a win.
Okay, I'm going with the Cleveland Browns. Watson or no Watson, you guys are just too good for them. Their defense is going to be a bottom 5 this year. They're in complete rebuild mode. Davis Mills, I like him a lot, but they're just not good enough. Week 14, on the road against the Cincinnati Bengals. Is this a split for you guys? Because you had them winning earlier, so did I.
I mean, again, until they beat us, I have us beating them.
So you have them. You guys sweeping the Bengals.
They have to prove to me that they can beat us before I can say that they're going to beat us. Because they had a pretty good team last year, and look what we did to them in their house. So, even my dog thinks so, too.
You barking. Dog pound representing over there. Yeah, I'm going to go with the Bengals here and at least splitting with you guys. They were good last year. I mean, they surprised a lot of people. They made it all at the Super Bowl. They're going to be better this year as a team. Not saying that they're going to also make it back to the Super Bowl, but I think as a whole they did get better. So they split with y'all and win week 14. Week number 15 at home against the Baltimore Ravens. This is the second matchup of the year. Earlier, we both had Baltimore winning. You guys split here?
Mm-hmm. I have us winning at home.
Okay, yeah, I agree. I'm going to go with the Browns splitting the series and winning this one. Week 16, at home against the New Orleans Saints. Who you got?
I mean, we're facing Jameis. Of course, Jarvis Landry is coming back, so that's going to be nice. I'm sure Browns fans will give him a nice standing ovation. But I think we're going to be just too good for him. I think it'll be a game that maybe is between maybe a touchdown, maybe 10 points at most. I think the Browns are going to win.
Right. Okay. I'm going to go with the New Orleans Saints. Defensively, they're going to be damn great on all 3 levels of that defense. Offensively, if they can have decent quarterback play, this team can go really far. And Deshaun Watson is playing in this game. I think this will be one of the marquee matchups of the season, possibly. But as of right now, I'm going to go with the Saints winning on the road in the dog pound. Week 17, you guys are on the road against the Washington Commanders and Carson Wentz. Who wins?
Well, I mean, going into the place that I'm going to probably call the ACL graveyard because of so many unfortunate athletes who have lost their ACLs in that freaking stadium, I think we're going to go in there and we're going to get a hard-fought victory over Commander Carson and the Commanders.
Okay. I'm going to go with the Browns winning this one as well. Week 18 to end the season against the Pittsburgh Steelers on the road. Who wins this one?
Well, if the season goes that I think it will, we're probably going to be in the playoffs. So I think this will be Jacoby Brissett, and I don't think we'll be playing for much. So I think we split.
Okay.
We win at home, we lose in their house, which is now Acrisure Stadium. That's going to take some getting used to.
Yeah, that's weird. Pittsburgh Steelers, I had you guys losing to them in week 3. I have you guys beating them in week 18. So my overall record for the Browns is 7-10 on the season. Your record?
I believe it's like around 12-5 around there.
Okay, so you had them beating the Panthers?
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You had them 12 wins.
Yep.
Okay, so you have them 12 wins. I got them 7 wins. That's a pretty big gap right there. But like I said, it all depends on your quarterback play this year. Who is it going to be?
Yep.
Is Deshaun Watson playing this season? How long is he going to be suspended for? Is it 6 games? Is it 4 games? If he does end up playing and he has a suspension, it's a big question mark. I mean, that's a pretty big gap between Deshaun Watson and Jacoby Brissett or Josh Rosen. So this is a pretty tough schedule. Yeah, I'm going to go with 7 wins as of right now. But if Deshaun Watson is playing, I could see a ceiling of 12 wins. My floor could be as low as 5 wins for you guys.
My ceiling is probably 12 or 13 if we're playing really well and if we can avoid the injury bug. But if Deshaun is suspended for anything like 8 games plus, I could see 8 or 9 if we're lucky. Okay. I mean, it could be even lower depending on how Jacoby Brissett is. Like my worst case scenario, my nightmare scenario, doomsday scenario, freaking Watson's out majority of the year. And the injury bug decides to pay us a visit again.
Right.
Yeah, in that case, 7 wins, 6 wins even.
Okay. So that's our record prediction, guys. Let us know what your record is in the chat. And any hot takes that you have, I want to hear about them, Browns fans. I want to hear your hot takes. And we'll see how the season goes. Krazy Dawg, thank you so much for joining me for this one.
It was a pleasure to be on here, man. Hopefully I can be on here more often.
Hell yeah, man. Guys, go subscribe to Krazy Dawg. The link is in the description box. He's got you covered for all Cleveland sports. Cleveland Browns, the Cleveland Guardians, and the Cleveland Cavaliers, and even
hockey team. Some Blue Jackets.
Blue Jackets, there you go. Mm-hmm. So go subscribe to
even
Krazy
the Blue
Dawg.
Jackets, Yeah, come watch me, cheer on Patrick Laine and Johnny Gaudreau. I'm sure Josh is like, who the heck are those people?
I have no
idea. Yeah, they're pretty good. But they're pretty good.
Hey, Krazy Dawg, best of luck to you guys this upcoming season, and best of health, all right? All right, guys. We'll catch you in the season. Bye-bye!